Hello everybody, welcome back to Astroneer, where today we're going to be finishing up our preparations to be heading out to Novus. I do believe that's its name, right? Yes, Novus. Just gotta make sure that I'm saying everything correctly, since last time I ended up calling Dizolo, like Dizalto. How many other things did I call it? I called it a lot of names throughout the course of that little arc there. None of them were correct, and it is in fact Dizolo. And oopsie, not what I meant to do. Put that back there. Get me some. It is aluminum alloy that I need, right? Yeah. So I'll unlock this. Get my aluminum alloy. Pop a little bit of this over here into the storage systems. Gotta admit that is very satisfying. I just kind of right into the right into the storage. But what is? Because our next stop is to head out to whatchamacallit, is to head out towards Novus, which I think is all the way right there. Pretty far out. I would like to make another thruster. That's still going, so you know what? I could probably head down to pick up some ammonia. And come back up with a little bit more of that. If I can get some more ammonia, then I can make another... Actually, no, it's ammonium. You remember, it's ammonium. If I can come back with some more of that, I can make another thruster so I can safely get there and back, because I do want to take a pit stop, and I don't know if that pit stop will take up battery charge. Well, not battery charge, but thruster charge. I would like to get some extra batteries, speaking of. So let's get some zinc in here. This saprolite is going to turn into at least a few batteries. Got some extra tethers on me. Toss those onto there. That, I don't know why I brought it along. But ammonium should not be too far. Oh. I think it was about mantle layer where the ammonia was. Ammonium. I need to remember there's an M at the end of that. So, let's continue forth. Keep knocking our heads on these stones. What the heck is over there? Did I even explore this way? There's a crap load of quartz back there. It's really all I see, though. So I'm gonna head back to here and try to head a little further down. Try to find the ammonium. There's some more saprolite. Where did I find the ammonium that I had in the first place? Salvage. Oh, there's a platform there. Huh. Either way. I mean, I feel like there was some ammonium maybe a little further down. The main nuisance now is going to be getting back up. Alright. But let's see. Where... In all honesty, I probably could have head out to Dizolo to get some extra ammonium. I think there was some on the walls around here. Yeah, there. That is what I need. Come on. One, at least. There we go. There's a very angry dagger root over there. So I'm going to leave it alone. So we got our ammonium that I'm going to need. What the heck? Oh, there was a mushroom chasm over there. Huh. I didn't even realize that that was there. Well, anyways, this was not the way back home. This was a big ol' hole. Why did I even put a tether this way? Either way, let's head back to the surface. I'm gonna bring that crate with me, or the cube of knowledge. I'll bring that back with me, since I am still in need of some research material. But also, I want to make a medium rover for here on Silva, so I can start going out and grabbing more of these. And that's really about it for here on Silva, other than that I do want to start making a storage base. Once we unlock the field bases, I want to make a field base over by a prism here on Silva, and basically put like a transport from there back to the home base. I feel like making a rail system might do that better. But I don't know how that works, and I feel like that would be maybe a little bit tough to learn right off the bat. But who knows? Maybe I can take a try at it. So let's go ahead. We're almost home now. Just got to keep hopping around with this cube. So we got the ammonium. I think we have enough aluminum. Actually, scratch that. I don't think we have enough aluminum. I could try to snag some aluminum from the soil. Maybe? I think that'll be good. So let's head up here. Yep, research just finished, so we'll pop that in there. Can we get laterite from you? Nope. Lovely. Okay. So we'll pop organic back in there. How much? Actually, saffrolite isn't on every planet, is it? Resources, saffrolite. No, it's only on Silva and DeSolo. Okay. Well, I guess that... Okay. Let's get some of this cooking into zinc so I can start on some batteries. This is done. That means this. We need... There's my large printer. Here we go. Large solar panel. Here we go. So copper, aluminum alloy, and the glass. Also, I think I'm going to be leaving the ruby here, because I was realizing something. It needs to be, like, the storms are on planets. We're not going to a planet, we're going to a moon. So I feel like that might not work there. Let's make a small battery. So I plan to have at least a few batteries at the ready. Here, oh, let me turn these on. We have a lot of things going right now. Alright. That's on the done side there. Alright. Make another... Oh. I'm going to set this down so that way it doesn't yoink up too much power. Same with that one. And once we're done with everything, I can go on ahead and actually let these charge. Because having these would mean that I get to use my my drill mods here whilst we're out on Novus. But this is going to be our main power source on Novus. And then these can be charged up by that during the day. I don't know how long Novus's day-night cycle is, but I feel like that would be something that I need to find out. So charge up all these. Good, good, good. So for the thruster, I need an aluminum. I could use my final laterite over here. Or my final aluminum. I'm going to actually use my final aluminum. Disable output so I can store more there later. But I do need another thruster. Because I do plan to take a pit stop at whatever celestial body all these cores are connected to. So that way I can go on ahead and quickly travel between our planets here. But batteries are check and ready to go. Solar panel landing pad, check, check. I've got 2 sets of tethers on me, check, check. Alright. I think that is us ready to go. I'll leave that to process. I'm fully charged, got a bunch of soil. Let's go. We've got 4 launches, yep. Let's take off. Alright. So our first plan is to head to whatever celestial, whatever the hell that, unidentified satellite. So let's see what we've got going on over here. Because that looks like what was there in the cores. Whoa. I guess I'll land here at this station. Why does it look like Artox is orbiting us? Wait, it's because we're right above the sun, isn't it? Yeah, that did take our launches. Wait, can I exit? Thank you. There's something out there. Yes, there is. I am currently standing on it. Ooh. New mission through the looking glass. Yeah, we're right above the sun. Alright. At least I don't have to worry about breathing over here. So, let's see what's going on over here. Oh, we need to bring the geolith whatever things here. And then we can teleport to them, right? Okay. So I feel like if I go over there, it's going to be a one-way trip. So I'm actually going to take my ship and I'm going to fly out to Dezolo. Going to Dezolo to get the geolith and what the heck is that? That does not look pleasant. But going out to Dezolo to get the geolith as well as getting some extra ammonia. Ammonium. Bleh. Yes, Dezolo. I need to remember it's Dezolo. So many weird names I need to remember. But up there is home base. Can I? Yes, landing site. Alright. I'm home. And the thruster's just gone this time. So let's take our pit stop here. What did Dezolo need? It was... I feel like I'll remember if I look at the resources here. Did it? I think it needed zinc, didn't it? Do we have any sapphirolite here? There's quartz, tungsten, graphite. No. I think we had some sapphirolite up there. I feel like it was zinc. I'm going to take a random guess and say I think it was zinc. Let's try to pick up some sapphirolite, smelt it into zinc, and head down there. What? Alright. Oh, a plant grew. Hi there. Wait, what? A bulb? It's a terrestrial plant that produces sweet, hydrating sap stored in hardy sacs and particularly useful in desert regions of Earth. Is it... It's just a plant? Oh. Where's the seeds? Hello? What the heck? Oh. That thing was kind of cute. I liked it. Well, hopefully we find another. Alright. Let's get that sapphirolite up and running. Come on. There's some more sapphirolite. That's compound. Alright. Nope, we got a compound. I need sapphirolite, damn it. There we go. Alright, making the compound into another thing of tethers would not be a bad plan. But our next stop is going to be back to Silva, probably. It's heading back to Silva means that we can go ahead and get back there whenever. I kind of hope our ship travels with us, but I doubt it will. So, let's come on over here, smelt this up. Alrighty. I do like how advanced this base feels. But then again, it's not as cluttered as my main base. Alright. That should be what I needed. Let's head on down and check it out. Alright. This shouldn't take too long since we just need to get back down in there. I also need some ammonium and some more laterite, so I can make another thruster. And then I can go from here to Silva. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ow. My knees. Yes, this was what we needed. Thank you for that. I am not going to break my knees this time, and I'm going to go across the walls. Alright. So now, I can go to the bright node in the sky. Will this take my ship with me? I wonder. Ship, are you coming with me, or am I stranded? My ship did not come with me. Okay, well, that kinda sucks. But where's the one we have? We have this one. Oh. Okay. What does this do? Does this just mean that that's one that we've got now? Let's head on up here and see if I can TP to them. So I do believe this one is Decilo, yeah. So I should be able to jump straight from here back. Oh no. Oh no. Ow, my knees again. Decilo doesn't like my knees. I don't know why. There's a strange anger towards my knees. So if we head back up to here... Actually, I wonder something. Can I go from here to... Well, let's head up to the satellite real quick. If push comes to shove, I'm trapped on Silva and I lost my shuttle. Which is fine, I guess. It'll be a bit saddening. But let's try to go to Silva. See what happens if I go to Silva. Will I be able to teleport back to the satellite? Alright, safe. I am able to travel back. Okay, so what did this one need? It needed... Is that quartz? Quartz. Okay. Luckily there's a big old node of quartz just above us, actually. So I will go and take a quick snag at that. Go ahead and fill this up, get another one of those geoliths, and head back up to the satellite. And then I'll probably be able to head out to Novus from there once I make more thrusters for my ship. Alright, I'm still connected to the... Yeah, now I am. Was there another thing, quartz up here? Yes, there was. I'll take from this one, because this one a little bit cleaner to get to. There we go. Got the quartz. Alright. And on that note, we should have both Silva and Decilo dealt with now. Which means Novus will be my next stop for hematite, lithium, and I think it was methane was the other thing that I was hunting for. Alright. Gimme. Geometric typograph. So, there's a typograph. My brain is running on fumes. It's triptych? Whatever, I'm just gonna keep calling it a geolith. No, geolith is its own thing. I don't know. Funny stone with a symbol on it. Either way. Let's stick it to this pedestal here. Alright, we've got 2 of them now. I'm assuming we get 1 for each planet. So, let's head back to Decilo, because Decilo's currently got my ship. I'm going to press the forward button so Decilo does not decide to break my ankles. Alright. We are fine. And so now we head back up here, and we're back to where my ship is. So, movement between planets just got infinitely easier, which I'm very happy about. I don't know how much laterite we have in here. Do we have any laterite? Got some ammonium for sure. Oh, yes. Oh. I guess I should probably go and put that on, huh? Let's, where is it? There. You can make another solid state, or solid fuel thruster, and I'm going to go on ahead and put this one on my ship. So that way we can go on ahead and get schmoovin' out to Novus. So we're still fully prepared for Novus. Alright. And something out there, got a lot of bytes. Thank you kindly. I was waiting for some bytes. So that is done printing, so I'll take it. What was the other thing that I was going to research? It was medium rover, right? Yeah. Make that. VTOL I'd love to get, but that's going to take a while. So for now, we're going to take off towards Novus. We've got all 4 launches left, and we are flying high. Alright. Novus, here we come. There's Glacio, No, I did not mean to click that, damn it. This is why you make backups, kids. Got 2 launches left. I feel like I may have screwed the pooch. Out to Novus. How many launches does that kill my thruster? That does not, but it may as well have. Let's land down here, because there's one of the prisms. Oh, okay. Okay. A lot of spots there. All of these aren't enemies, right? Let's get a peek around, I guess. Because we're here for lithium and hematite. Those are organics. Okay, let's try to make our way out of this chasm real quick. Just because I feel like that would be something we need to do first. I would like to get to the prism So we can start setting up around that. Oh, I got an organic. Okay. Can I set down these here? I don't know if that would be all too wise, but I'm going to set those down here for a moment whilst I make my way up the hillside. These seem like normal organics and not heavily aggro. These are trees, right? What are you? You are normal organics. Okay. Over there is our main direction to head, I guess. Place doesn't seem anything much. I mean, some craters, that's for sure. I'm actually gonna start heading this way. What the? Oh, it's another geyser. A lot of geysers, wow. These are normal organics, right? Right? These aren't gonna kill me. I'm gonna dig up the geyser, yep. The screams of the damned decide to let me know that I'm doing something wrong. What were the plants here? Thistle whip, lash leaf, pop coral, hisbanes, noxious cataplant, dagger roots. That's really it. The winds are pretty heavy here, so that's pretty nice to see. I think I see something. Yeah, there's the cataplant. What does that need? What is that resource? Is that lithium? I think that's lithium that it needs. So we're heading towards that. I'm going to take out the cataplant there. Noxious cataplant. Oh. Mutant noxious cataplant seeds. I'll take it. Alright. There's a thistle whip over there. Okay, so we need to be careful out here. What the hell? Oh. Looks like that tree has a tumor. What the hell is going on? Oh, there's another cataplant. So, we continue cautiously through. There's a thistle whip. I see you. You're not hiding from me. You may be avoiding my destruction, though. There you go. Alright. There's another one. We'll take you out just like the last. Same with you. Alright. There's some ammonium here. That is really handy, actually. Because I did kind of screw up the last launch. So we'll be heading through here. The hell? What are those? Are those aggressive? Hello? Fractal rose. Okay. Over here seems like a good place to enter this crater. These guys don't seem aggressive. That's good. There is something over there. I think that's another one of the plants that's evil. Oh yeah, lash leaf. Get out of here, lash leaf. And then there's a thistle whip over here. Alright. Now that this place has been cleared out, it's time to set up base camp around here. I do want to bring the launch pad out here. Maybe... I don't know where would be a good spot to put it. That's actually a perfectly good bridge there. Alright. So we'll build up to the prism here. Get an organic in the process. That's nice. Alright, so now we've got the prism here. I'm just gonna get rid of this thing here, yeah. But I want to bring both the... First of all, can I harvest these? I can. Can I grow them? Decryption key. We planted to grow fractal rose. Blooms vary depending on planet grown on. Okay. That's kind of cool. I'll leave that one there. Let it grow back. I might grow my... yeah, I'm going to grow my mutant cataplants here. These guys shouldn't try to kill me. They're the mutant ones. But since that's the case, I'm going to head back to the ship, pick up my landing gear stuff, and I'll pick up... Oh. Research sample. Hell yeah. And I'll pick up some resin in there too. But solar panel. So I can start generating some power over there. And maybe the batteries might also be good to bring. But getting fully set up around that prism should mean that we can start actually making a base. Yeah, these are just flowers. Okay. I am curious to see how the caves in here go. But I feel like that would not be the bestest of missions right now. Yeah, I'm not seeing any immediate hematite, so... Actually, hematite was in mountains, wasn't it? Let's bring the landing pad along. But hematite was caves, correct? No. Yeah, hematite was in caves, lithium is in mountains. So we need to find both. Hematite so we can actually start making iron and steel and stuff. Because that is astonishingly useful. And lithium so we can start making big batteries. And that's really the big win here. After this, I feel like we should start heading towards, was it Calidor? I think was the next one. Because Calidor might have a storm for us to try to research. Since it's an actual planet. Now that I've hit the 2 moons in the game, Calidor might be our next shot. Oh no. I don't know why it made me drop that. Novus fractal rose. Let's pop that for a minute. Start trying to flatten out some land here. Alright. Oh, there's a research thing there. Got some extra organics. Alright, some ammonium. I will take that. That is really handy to have right about now. Alright. So landing... Oh. Oh, it was a research thing. I think it just de-rezzed the stuff, though. Alright, let's set down that there, that there. I'm going to set down these over here. So we can start getting these all connected to this. So I feel like this might be enough power to get this moving. Let's see. Answer is no. So we're definitely going to need that solar panel in here. So for now, let's level out the ground a little bit more. So I can start putting down the actual base stuff. So I did not bring an oxygenator. That might have been handy to bring. Pop up that fractal rose. Connect that all up there. Alright. And I think this is going to be big enough of a space to start building on. Alright. So let's pop this down, probably over there on that end. Let's see. Where's the best place to put it? That ought to be good. And make sure that it's all handled this way too. Alright. I think we've got it covered. So now we expand that. We've got ourselves at least the remnants of a base here. We'll plant that fractal rose there and there. Alright. These cataplants are growing nicely. I think we're making some progress. I will bring the flattening this way. Alright. That'll be good. I'm going to bring the solar panel back this way. And then I guess our next step is to try to find iron. Or hematite. Because hematite turns into the iron. There's a lot of resin there. I could definitely start making some platforms with that. But first I need compound to make a printer and enough power to make stuff. Which I think should be solved by our solar panel. Because once it turns daytime, that should be collecting a lot of power. Alright, pick this up. I think this should be our main setup for each time we go to a new planet, is bring along a launch pad and a power source. I don't think solar panels are going to work on some of the next planets, but they might work for at least the next planet. Because if I do head to Calidor, it does have good solar power, if I'm not mistaken. I need to hurry, otherwise the sun's going to be gone by the time I put this thing down. Oh boy. I don't know how long the day-night cycles on this place are, but it seems like it's pretty fast. Alright, we'll slide down here. Alright. I think this actually does need a place to sit. Yeah. Okay. So it needs a large spot. Oh, or does it? No, it's generating. It's just not generating to anything because it can't connect to anything. So let's get started on that printer system. We can definitely use all the organic that I'm picking up for some generator stuff. And I see another box over there. I just don't have the explosives for it yet. Let's pick up some of these. There we go. Compound. And compound. There we go. Alright. Let's not slide down directly into these wacky plants. Alright. So, we need a printer. That's a generator. We need printer. Printer. Here we go. Printer. And probably a generator too. Yeah, we're going to need at least a generator for now, because we can't connect our big solar guy to anything just yet. Alright, you need to be off for now. Connect you. You need what? Want to make a medium platform A. We need resin. We don't have any, so we just need to go ahead and get some. Not too bad. It was 2 resin, right? No, it was 1 resin for the platform, 2 resin for the storage. Alright. Let's get into here. Start picking some of this stuff up. Come on. Nope, that wasn't the button I tried to use. Just, there we go. That apparently does the trick way better. Just flatten. Okay. Any more resin down here? Hello? There you go. Last couple chunks there. Let's get back to our oxygen supply and get to making some base stuff happen. Because we are in desperate need of at least something to call home for now. Alright. Let's make a medium platform A, so I can at least make a larger platform, so I can put the solar panel on. Once I put the solar panel on, actually I could probably make a medium storage to put the batteries on. Yeah, let's do that. So, where do we want to put this? I'll fix that there. I'll put this here. Let's level out a little bit further this way. Alright. Unpack that. And then we'll put the storage here. Turn this off for now. We'll connect this to here, this to here, and then pick up all these. And that should be good for like a battery wall. And then medium platform A, make another one. And I'm gonna go and get some more compound, so we can try to make a medium printer. Compound seems to be fairly rare-ish, maybe? I just realized, is that a massive, one of those lash plant things over there? Looks like it is. Kinda makes me want to go over there and investigate. Oh, sorry, tree. Yeah, is that just a massive lash plant over there? Anyways, let's get back down here and get our stuff started. Because now we've got this, we can hook this to here. Oh, first I gotta spin this around. Hook this to here instead. Hook that to there. This is where we put the medium printer. I need one more compound. That's good to know. Alright. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of compound out here. Should we start heading this way to try looking for it? Going into the unknown here? Nah. There should be some more on our path here. Because there was this set that I got. There's another fractal rose over there. I don't know what the heck those are used for, other than just really cool looking decoration. There's a cataplant down there. I need to be careful of that. Alright. Got some compound here, which I'll gladly yoink up. Got some compound, got some organic. Alright. Grab a ton of this. There we go. And now we should be able to make a big enough platform to actually put the solar panel down. If I grab enough resin, which is still something that I need. Actually, I can get the whatchamacallit, the centrifuge. Let's get that started. Because can't I get the centrifuge from this? Oh, this that would have been nasty. Let's get rid of that real quick. But can't I get this? Yeah, soil centrifuge. I can get this right here. Alright. This is not all too helpful right now, so I don't think I can place it there. Yeah, no. but once we get our medium building started, we can easily start on this. Alright. Where's our large B? Alright, we need resin. A lot of it. Because I need to make one for the solar panel as well. So about 6 resin would be nice. Now's when we start using our tethers here to get further out. Because there's our resin there. I'm just going to connect here so I can snag this. There's probably a butt ton right here. Yeah, at least a little bit right here. Alright. Tether up so I can stay on the oxygen. Most I'm heading down here. Did I see Hispane? No, it said resin. Okay. I must be going really crazy, because I thought it said Hispane down there, and I was about to be very, very concerned. Alright, that is 2 resin. So, let's find our 1 more resin. Apparently that wasn't it. There we go. Alright. I will drop another organic, because those are just kind of everywhere. So, let's head on back with this, make a large platform, and maybe we can start up on generating enough electricity to get this thing going. And if not, we can at least get the soil centrifuge going and start making at least a little bit of something move. Because this needs a large connection and not a medium. Let's turn this on, get a little bit of that flowing. I think we'll use this one to actually use the soil centrifuge. Since we've got all the power we really need right now, right here. Toss on one of those. Pick up that. Probably put that over here. Honestly, I could put the generator here and close this up. Bring that over there, put this on here. Then it should use the organics as it runs out, right? I think that's how that works. But let's pick this up. Probably set this down right here for now. Now that's charging up the batteries. Is that... I could set this down there, right? Okay, it looks like it at least sits there. That's good. Nope. It does not like the sun here. I mean, that's generating power at the very least. So let's pop you off for now, because you're having a little bit of a seizure there. Maybe we need to move our base out of the crater here. Let's get some resin on tap real quick. Thank you for that. I completely forgot that I don't have oxygen at this base just yet. So let's get some resin on tap. Should not take long. Okay, maybe it'll take long. Oh boy. Let's make another generator real quick. Because I think... There you go. That'll be good. It's moving. Alright, and then with this I should be able to make a lot more of the, whatchamacallit, the platforms. There we go. I'll let those regenerate up. I need that one. And then I'm going to end off the episode as soon as we get our stuff down. Start with this. Actually, don't we have like a stacked one? T, curved, extended, stacked. Yeah. You know what? Getting a stacked one wouldn't hurt. And then this one could be for something else, like a research. Branch that off here. So we've got a lot of the organic research stuff here. Then I just make another... Oh, it does just auto-load. That is very nice. Alright. I just need to remember to keep that nice and stocked up, huh? So let's dump some extra soil into there. I don't love how it sounds like I'm cracking open a can of dust. Alright. So if we get a stacked one, then I can put... whatchamacallit, the solar on top, and we should be good to go as far as that power goes. So, I would like another load of resin, please. And then this one stacked. Here we go. How big is the stacked? Oh, that's not bad, actually. We'll definitely be able to put the solar on top and then maybe the batteries on the bottom. Oh, wait, that could be our central power supply then. That actually would be really nice to have. Okay. But next episode, we're going to get looking for a good cave to dive into. And maybe get this powered on. But a large stacked platform here is being built. Don't know what I'm going to do with this extra resin. This is going to town. I could probably put the generator section over here. I'm trying to think on how this would work logistically. Okay, so it has 2 large connections, it seems. That is actually very, very nice to see. So, if we can get a large battery in here, which I need the stuff for still. Wasn't there like a medium battery I could get too? Not that I'm seeing. Oh no, there is. That one might be better to put there, huh? Oh, even the top has little connectors? That is so cool. Alright. So we'll put that here. That shouldn't block our path for that. So if I set that down there, connect that up to here, that should provide ample power. And then these can be kind of auxiliary power for now. Oh. Why did you shrink? Oh, if you put something on the bottom, it just shrinks down? But why? Why would you do that? I don't know. Why are you dancing? I mean, I'm happy I'm getting the base build too, but damn. If I stand here, does it drop down? No. Imagine it just clamped down and killed me. That would have been funny. But as of right now, I'd call this base fairly complete. Well, to start off with, at least. Let's see if I can make like a daisy chain of these coming up to here. These generators are going to be pretty handy to connect these. I can just barely connect that there. And then I can connect you not to there. Damn it, really? Can I connect you any further? There you go. Now you're connected. Now I just need a bunch of organics. Oh, they're pulling from that. Okay, let's, is that organic or was that? Yeah, it's organic. Okay. Let's snag up a bunch of organics. And charge up these generators to get going. Actually, I probably should have waited until daytime, huh? Yeah, you know what? I'm actually going to cut this until daytime so I can go on ahead and get that rocking. with the solar power. I don't know how long the day-night cycle is here, but it looks like dawn might be upon us. Yeah, I can see the sun coming up. Alright. This might be bad, actually. I don't have enough power back here to fully support the rest of it. Alright, there's that going up. Come on. Come on. Come on. Connect. Connect, damn it. I literally just connected you guys. What the hell? Come on. You have a limited time to do this. And now you guys don't connect. Damn you! And I don't have enough organic for this. Damn it! Okay, let's see how much further I can connect you to this guy. You to here. You to there. Please. God damn it. You there. You there. Come on. Need no, not compound. Organic. There we go. Send it. Come on, please. This has to be enough. I need more organic. Alright. And I can power this one once it dies. Where I think we might be good. Come on. All together now. Last leg of the race. And we're good. Hell yeah. Holy crap, that was way too close. Alright. My backpack's full. I can't pick these guys up right now. I'll just put them all over here for now. And they'll be called upon as needed. Alright, but that is going to be a good place to end off this episode of Astroneer. So yeah, hope you all have enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye, everybody.